Raging Out in Clash. My name is Jen, and I'm here with SK.
Hello.
And what an episode we've got for you today. We're going to try and keep it to an hour, but we're probably going to go over. I can already tell. We're going to talk about leagues. We're going to talk about our wars. We're going to talk about the events that are going on right now. We've got a new season pass and a new season skin. There's offers in the shop. There is new games coming out from Supercell that we're going to briefly touch upon. We've got a Town Hall 13 challenge, and I have a Can't Fix Stupid. Holy crap!
I know.
Lots of stuff.
Does that mean that you were actually recruiting? Doing your own share of recruiting?
I always recruit. Okay, so we're going to get right into it because we got a lot to talk about today. First things first, our league. We're not going to dwell upon this too much because it's just getting started today.
We went and we finished our wars, didn't we? And you wanted to opt into leagues in the first day because you make it a thing that you believe it's easier in the first day rather than the second day.
Yep. And we got matched in a decent group this time. We're in Gold 1 because we did get demoted last time. And so we're in Gold 1 now. And I think one of the American clans, we're definitely going to get smashed by them. But all of the other clans, they have roughly, 16 to 25 people. So it makes for just kind of easier preparation for me anyway, just kind of being able to tell what town halls we're going to be hitting so I can better, because we do have a couple extra people this time, granted they're town hall 7s, but anyway, a couple extra people, so we do have to cycle them in, and it'll just make easier planning for me into which wars to fit them in kind of thing. And we got a wide variety. We've got people from a couple of French clans. We've got a Japan clan. We've got, looks like an Iranian clan. We've got clans from all over. So we got a wide variety this time. So that's kind of nice. And yeah, I'm predicting probably we'll have about 3 wins. I don't think we'll get promoted just because we did
We normally try and get 4. What's this 3 business?
No, I think we'll only get 3. I do think that we won't get promoted just because, like I said, we did lose one of our Town Hall 11s. Actually, that is news.
That is news, yes. So we went, let's just back up a bit here. So we went into leagues after wars, and how many war wins are we on now? So we managed to lose our streak because I can't remember now, it's so long ago. But we were happy because, it's hard to keep a streak up and the pressure becomes a little bit much. But yes, like you said, we've got 6 war wins under our belt going into leagues, which is nice. But as a result of those wars, we were seeing some sort of drop in, I guess, engagement from people in the clan. I think did we touch upon this the last time about how established members, the rules haven't changed? I think we have. I think I remember I had a little rant as well already. So anyway, long story short, one of our co's, he was a co, wasn't he? He missed both his attacks. Well, he didn't miss both of his attacks. He was late for his first hit, and this was the first war that he was in after missing a war, because he had missed an attack. So this was his first war back in, and he'd already missed the time slot for his first hit. So that doesn't help with your planning when you're doing war generaling stuff. People are waiting for you to hit. We need to know whether we need to cover that base or not. And so I sent out a mail going, look, what's going on? This is the first war. I'm just basically factual, saying this is the first war you're back in, and yet you're not even attacking on time. And, what's up, basically. And he just decided that he'd had enough and left, essentially. Without doing his attacks, I will point out, and I think that's fair enough if you want to leave, but, you know, you've been in the clan long enough to, you know, it felt a little bit, I felt it put a negative slant to it that he just left and didn't even bother to do any of his hits. Particularly given that he knew what our clan was about, you know, and have given others grief. Yes, given the fact that he's given others grief for not doing their hits and whatnot. So, you know, he'd been cold and whatnot. So I didn't think that was a very noble way to go. What do you think about that situation?
I am not surprised, because this is about the same time last year that he was getting busy because he was working 2 jobs and whatnot, and he said that he just doesn't have the drive to play anymore. And upgrade your town hall then, or, you know, like, get new content so you're excited to play. But he just wasn't anymore, and so he's gone. I mean, he was a great attacker. He was always one that, you know, could clean up a base, because he knew that he was our tile counter. Let's just put it that way. He was our tile counter. And so it just, you know, it was a little bit of reassurance in my mind, knowing that, okay, we've got him, you know, as the last resort to clean up some of the bases. And
I think that was what was the thing that sort of grated me, was the fact that he was a solid player.
Yeah.
And the fact that he left that way.
Yeah.
Sort of, I don't know, it made me think, well, was I wrong in thinking that actually you were a solid player? You know, it didn't go out the right way, I thought. Sorry, butting into what you were saying.
No, that was it. And just that, you know, it was kind of a shock, just because, you know, he always was, you know, this is the way the clan is, you know, and he always stayed, like, he was always there, and just. But anyway, he's gone, and like I said, we lost him, and then one of our other Town Hall 11s, the one that went to Town Hall 12, has disappeared. We don't know what's happened to him. His Town Hall upgraded. So we all know that at the beginning of a town hall, you get the boost and everything. That has now run out. He hasn't come back online. He's got smoke coming out of all of his defenses. He did say that, you know, he was busy with, you know, life was kicking his butt and whatnot, but didn't say anything to, you know, how long he might be, didn't opt out. Just, we put him in war, he didn't attack, and we haven't seen him since. And it's been probably about a week.
So, great time to upgrade your town hall, buddy.
Yeah. And I mean, his reasons for upgrading his town hall was because he was getting bored, but yet he wasn't taking the time to learn strategies that were going to work for consistent 3-stars. He didn't push. He didn't, like, there was a lot of things that he could have done, but he chose to upgrade his town hall at a time in his life where he just shouldn't have. And now we've got, you know, we've got an elder in the clan. He used to be and, you know, got demoted to elder, and now it's at the point where, you know, it's just a matter of time before he's gone if he doesn't come back on.
Yes, I mean, you chose not to put him in leagues, so
yeah,
you know.
I mean, it would have been great because it would have been a good defensive base, but he's not getting medals for anything, for not, you know, communicating or anything like that. So that's that story.
So there could be a case where we would have to make a call on, is he actually ever going to come back? You know, we can't.
And it's unfortunate because other members of the clan have, you know, asked where he is, and you know, has anybody heard from him, thing like that. So it sucks when, you know, all of a sudden people, just the level of communication just dies. For whatever reason. I mean, it takes 2 seconds to log into a game. I mean, it's not that I'm expecting, you know, a full explanation, but I mean, this is people that you've played a game with for the last how many months? Almost a year, probably. And I mean, they get to know you. I mean, a couple of them were playing Xbox or whatever outside of Clash. Like, you know, you get to know people, and for them to just drop off the face of the earth and not say anything, like, I don't know how long they expect us to wait for them, kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's not so much that we need to know all the details, but it's
No,
more, you know, all you need to do is say, I need time.
And are you coming back?
I need time, and then the natural question that follows from that is how much time, so that we know that you are actually coming back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, most people when they upgrade their town hall and they're in their new town hall days are at their most active. They don't just disappear. So, yeah, unfortunate. But we managed to recruit enough to make leagues,
Yeah.
which is an achievement in itself.
Town Hall 12, and we put him in a couple wars. He survived both of them, and he did quite well in both of them, clearing Town Hall 12s that were, you know, decently upgraded as well. And we got a Town Hall 8 and a couple Town Hall 9s. So, you know, we lost a couple, but the future is looking okay because we got a couple as well to take their place.
Yes. And I know that we alluded to an experiment last episode. We did try it out, but I think just with leagues on, we can't recreate it and whatnot.
Maybe next week.
Maybe after leagues is done, we can try again and see. So there's not much point talking about that just with everything else gets going on. We'll save it for later, but you know, we tried it. Do you think it has potential?
I do. I really do. I think because, especially on the weekends, I know I have more time, and I think that it's you know, for one day only. Mm-hmm. This is your pass, and if you get in, you get in, and
yeah, we'll talk about it later at another point, but.
Okay, so we did our leagues. We touched upon our war. We've got 6 in a row going in, which is a good, you know.
You're guessing 3 out of 7.
I'm guessing 3. Yeah.
You can't squeeze out another one?
No. How many are you gonna get?
Well, I would like 4.
Okay.
And I'd like you to make that happen, Jen.
Okay. Well, I would like it to happen too because I want the extra medals, but I don't know. These new people. Okay, so next thing. Offers in the shop. There are currently 4 offers in the shop. We've got a Hammerjam pack, which is absolute crap. Just the loot and the book of everything. 4 times value, not worth it. We've got a gold ruin and 4 resource potions, which is absolute crap. If you're playing the game, why do you need to buy the resources? Library legend. $6.99 for me anyway for the Book of Spells, Book of Fighting. Not really a great value because you pay that price and you get it in. I pay that price and I get it in the season pass anyway. So may as well just get that. And then
but I guess it's more. This is on top of that. I guess.
Well, yeah, but I mean, who needs that? And the one offer that I did get, because I do use them, for $3.99 for 5 builder potions, because I still have heroes to do, and at the end of leagues is when I put down my heroes.
So they managed to get another couple of dollars from you.
Don't even get me started. And I said this in our little clan with, you know, when the guy had commented about, or when we were talking about the Hammerjam, I'm like, don't even get me started on the stinking Hammerjam, because it isn't even a Hammerjam. It's just a waste of crap.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Hammerjam in a minute, but somehow you've still managed to hand over your hard-earned cash.
I didn't want to for that reason, because I know why they did the Hammerjam without reducing the length of time that the buildings upgrade, because then they could get money out of people by putting those builder potions in there. And I wasn't going to buy it on that principle, because I knew that's why they did it, so they could make another buck. But I had to do it because I need to do my heroes.
Nobody needs to do the heroes, Jen.
Well, I know, but I did anyway because I wanted to get them, because I need to do my heroes, and I can get maybe even 2 upgrades of each hero done with the builder potion.
Yeah, so it's a case of, I hate you, please take my money.
Pretty much.
Okay, but there's also treasure in the shop as well. You get the little pile of gems and gifts for the clan. I do like it when they have these things. Not that I buy gems for myself because I'm max and I don't need them. But I do like the idea that this is something that you can engage the clan with.
Yep.
And it is interesting to see how people don't read chat because I don't know if you collected yours, but someone had bought gems in our clan.
What? It must have scrolled out.
It must have scrolled out, but it was there for ages, right? And then, the dregs of the recruiting meant people were coming in.
You only have to be in the clan an hour, though, until you can collect them. So it's a great possibility that all the new people that joined and didn't get kicked actually went up and collected them.
No, well then this is what my point was, is it's amazing how people don't read further than the nose. And that, some of these people were here for ages, right? And I'm looking at the number of gifts that you can still claim. And it never went down. So, I'm like, these people are not very good if they're not reading chat and there's free gems to be had.
I wonder if that was...
And it wasn't even the pile of gems, it was the second one up. So
I'm wondering if that was maybe
the 12?
Our Town Hall 12 or one of our 11s, just because of the time that it would have been.
I don't know, but all I know is people don't read further than what's on the first page, I guess, So, yep, they missed out. But yeah, I do like the fact that you can share gems. Even it's not even that much gems, but it's this nice way of engaging with your clan and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the offers in the shop. So
the events. This is where things get heavy because there's a whole crap load of stuff.
Yeah. We'll start at the bottom. At the trip events. How about that?
Yeah. So we've got a Lizard Blizzard. 2 dragons for me, 400 XP, and a training potion. I did that one quite early because the training potion I unlocked sneaky goblins, so I've been using my training potions to kind of take advantage of this stupid Hammerjam while prices are slashed. So I did that one so I could get the training potion. Mm-hmm. I have 3 super wall breaker challenges left because I unlocked super minions as well. I don't have super wall breakers anymore, so I'm going to be relying on my clan to provide me with super wall breakers.
I don't have them unlocked anymore.
I talked to our 11 yesterday, and he said that he would be on probably by the time you go to bed, though. And he was going to unlock them, and so...
Okay.
And then Super Giants as well, which I know you still have unlocked. I have 7 more of those to do for a power potion and 400 XP. The super wall breaker was a resource potion. So
yeah, out of the 3 of those, I've done 2. I've still got the dragon one to do, but that's fine because it's not super troop. I can just do them. But they run out in 16 hours, so we should do them today.
Yeah, no, we definitely will. And the thing that I like about it, only 10 attacks. That's all it needs to be.
Well, there's 3 events, though. 8
is ideal, but I can do 10.
I can do 10.
I'm doing 15 and 20, that's just absolutely redonkulous. 10 is good. Okay.
But it doesn't sound, though, like you're trying to do it all in one there. You know how, there's 3...
I was, but the fact that I could only get super giants from you, my dragon one kind of skewed out, and then because I was using super wall breakers with my super goblins, it kind of, got my
so you did it.
Out of whack.
Okay, that's fine. And then we've got the 1 gem army boost, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is the only event that I absolutely have nothing bad to say about. Oh, I do. No, I have a point of encouragement or improvement, so it's nothing negative. But when this event is on, I wish, as a quality of life improvement, that they would create a button that would appear that you would just boost everything. Because it's like 3 seconds of my time. But Sod's Law, I'm always going to miss one of my heroes and everything's going to be out of sync.
It's like the collectors. They've got them all together, so they should have all the heroes together as well.
Well, I mean, yeah. So it would just be easier because my heroes are all not next to each other as well, and I just put them willy-nilly wherever, and I'm like, okay, where is the warden? Where is the queen? Have I pressed the button?
I think this event is pointless because I don't just gem my heroes. I'm usually gemming my troops and my spell factory as well.
This is everything. So... This is everything. 1 gem army boost. It's the whole lot.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I thought it was just heroes! How did I misread that? I was using my power. I was using training potions yesterday.
Why were you doing that? I did wonder why you would. It's the whole lot. This is why I was saying this is the only event that I have nothing negative to say about.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid! Why did I waste those potions? I used 3 yesterday! I have 2 left! I used 3!
Oh no.
What a bloody waste! Oh my, I can't even believe I did that. How stupid am I?
Wait, so did you gem your heroes on a boost and use a power potion? And use a training potion?
I didn't gem the heroes. That's what I said. If it was just the heroes, I wouldn't have done that. That's why I had to use a training potion. Right. I didn't read it correctly.
I thought you might have used... At least you didn't use gems and a potion.
Damn it!
There's only 16 hours left, Jen. Enjoy.
Well, today. We're going to do it today. Okay. Then we've got a Town Hall 13 challenge that we'll come back to. And Hammerjam. Hammerjam is back, it says, but it's not really back.
So, as a person that has played this game when the first Hammerjam came out, and therefore when all the excitement that came with that, and it got in sort of into realms of legend and myth that this Hammerjam thing existed, whereby everything was half price and half time. It's important that, so an upgrade took half the time and half the cost. And it was so good, and that's why everyone loved it. And now it's back. And it says it's back, but I disagree.
I think this is actually the third Hammerjam that I've experienced. The first one was, like you said, everything was half price, half the time. I think the second one didn't include heroes and troops, I think.
I don't think Hammerjam's ever been back before that one.
I think they might not have called it a Hammerjam.
Yeah, they didn't call it a Hammerjam. No.
There was another event where it was half price on the buildings and walls and stuff like that and the time, but it wasn't the heroes. Specifically, it wasn't those.
It may have happened. I'm not sure. They might have called it something else, but it wasn't called a Hammerjam. But that thing sounds... It rings a distant bell.
I remember they had one when Town Hall 12 came out, and I'm sure there was one right before Town Hall 13 came out, but I don't think it was called a Hammerjam. I think it was called something else, and that was, I think, the one that didn't include the heroes. Because I remember that, because I was probably doing heroes. And now this one, like
they shouldn't call it a Hammerjam. They shouldn't
doesn't include half the time. It doesn't. It's not a Hammerjam. And I know why they didn't include the time, because that's why they put the builder potions in the shop, because they thought this is how we can make more money and get people to buy it, and stupid people like me did.
Yeah, so I agree. They shouldn't call it a Hammerjam because it's not what it was, and it's not. I don't like the event because you're still constrained by the number of builders, essentially, right? And the reason why the Hammerjam from days of yore was so good is the time had reduced, which meant that you could do an upgrade with double the number of upgrades, whereas technically, let's say, I don't know at what point it turns into a long time, but let's say you're Town Hall 12 or something, and an upgrade takes 12 days. You still have to wait for those 12 days to do so the cost is reduced, but you still win. So you don't actually gain anything out of that. You use the Hammerjam possibly 5 times.
This is where I'm glad that I upgraded the way that I did upgrade, because I knew at some point that I was going to have not enough gold to do a major defense, but I was still going to have a ton of gold, and I didn't want people to get it. So I did half of my small traps, like my air bombs and stuff like that, and I left half. So then once I started getting enough gold to do my major defenses, I started on wizard towers, did my Teslas, whatnot. But I still have half of my small traps, my air bombs. Like, I did all the first levels, but I still have the second levels on some of them. And so I'm going to actually be able to take good advantage of this, where I'm going to be able to get those in under this Hammerjam, have them finish, and then still be able to do another upgrade afterward. So I'm kind of lucky in the way that I upgraded and had this event happen, because I do have those smaller upgrades that I can take advantage of.
Yeah, I mean, it is a boost because it's half the cost, right?
Yeah.
But it's not as good as the original, is what I would say. And that's why, it's still a boost. But for me, when you've gone through the original when things were half the time, and that's where the game lags, nobody, it's not so much farming for resources, it's the fact that it's the time. You've got like 12 days upgrades for some things, more even. So, yeah, what they should call it is the wall event. That's what they should call it, not Hammerjam. It's a wall event.
Because speaking of,
I guarantee, probably a high percentage of people playing this game are using it on walls, particularly when the season ended. And then the season bank got filled up. That's where it all went, basically. So it's just a wall event, I think, for a large number of people.
In 2 days, I've done 60 walls.
Mm-hmm.
Boosting for 4 hours, and with that season pass in there as well. And that I'm planning, there's 9 days left. I have 116 walls left. Town Hall 13 walls. So I will be done my walls by the time the event is done. So thank you for the Hammerjam.
I think they should have called it something else, personally.
Yeah, definitely.
If it's not the same as before, you shouldn't call it the same thing. It should be the wall event or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously that's all. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say we can move on to the season pass next.
Sure. Okay.
So we got a brand new skin, the Rogue Champion. Obviously a theme, and fits in with the Rogue King and the Rogue Queen. So we know at some point there will be a Rogue Warden.
Mm-hmm.
I think she looks okay. I'm not too hot on the other ones, but this one obviously fits the theme. Not my favorite champ, but not my worst hated one either.
She doesn't have very many skins. What's your worst one?
Let me look at.
She only has 3 skins available.
I kind of like them all equally. I know there's only 3. Well, 2, I guess, because the original and the other 2. I don't mind them.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't come out with anything that's said, "Oh yeah, that's the one I'm gonna wear" yet.
Yeah. To be fair, I do think that the royal champion is the best dressed out of all the heroes. Out of their collection of clothes, she has the best wardrobe. I mean, this particular season, I see the whole rope as a belt theme is still going. Yeah, I mean, she's got the same kind of hood as the Rogue Queen, which ties in there. She probably looks the best out of all the Rogue skins. Do I like her shield? Do I? I guess it's alright. It's got that sort of. I can't tell if it's a super troop or it's just the Barb King Skelly.
I thought it was like that Skeleton King thing from the videos.
Oh, yeah, okay. Like the Barb Skeleton King.
Yeah.
Skeleton Barb King, I can't remember. Or is it just like a little ghost upside down?
Well, maybe.
But yeah, she looks fine. I don't have anything against, like, nothing pops out as either really, really good or really, really bad. The only thing that stands out for me is when you get the little animation and she's tossing that coin. I think it's not very well rendered because she's like catching it, but like her fingers don't move. So she's almost like it's the whole hand stays the same. There's no. It's a little bit less. It just jars and makes it not as realistic, I think. Whereas, you know, like the Bar King would tip his hat and stuff, so his fingers would actually move to the right sort of position.
Somebody was slacking on their job.
So, but doesn't it look like she's got an open hand and she just tosses it and catches it with an open hand?
Yeah.
So that's the thing that sort of is not as well done, shall I say? Does that mean then if there's a whole set? Do you think that there's going to be a rogue scenery?
Is there a rogue warden?
No, but there's going to be.
Oh, eventually. I don't know, because we don't have a pirate champ. And they've got a pirate scenery. I don't know. I'm interested to see what the next scenery is, though.
Mm-hmm.
And the rewards are nothing exciting. No extra hero book like I would need.
There's a hero book.
And I just want to say, where is the gold rune that I need? All the way at the end.
There is also a hero book,
is at the beginning. The dark elixir one is in the middle, and they put they're both. The other two, the dark rune and the elixir rune, are at the beginning, and they must know that I need the gold runes, because they just stick it the furthest away, and they keep holding out, and they just do it on purpose.
Well, then you just gotta play the game, Jen.
I play the game. I do. But now I gotta wait like another 21 days just so I can get that gold rune.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I need to be careful this time round. I haven't bought the pass this time yet. I will, obviously. I haven't bought it yet, so my gem troops is going to cost a lot. But I need to be careful this time because obviously if there's an update coming out, I need to not convert to gems. So I have to be careful. In terms of the rewards, you know, you get the same stuff, really. There's only 2 builder potions in this one, 1 training potion. The books, fine.
Was there any super potions? No. Did I miss it, or did I collect mine already?
There weren't any. Not this time.
I didn't think there was any.
Not this time round. Okay, so that's the season pass.
So Supercell is developing 3 new games.
But wait. Before we talk about that, so we should point out the obvious that all this stuff, all the Hammerjam.
Oh, yes.
Particularly the Hammerjam, the 1 gem army boost, all of that is a precursor for Town Hall 14 coming out in the next update. And I think, it's the world's worst kept secret, because if it doesn't come out in this update, then there will be uproar, I think, just with the way that they've gone about it. The 1 gem army boost for people that are wanting to sort of get maxed as soon as possible so they can get the new Town Hall. The Hammerjam is reducing the cost of that. The events also providing you with more potions to use and whatnot. So everything is pointing towards the first update being the release of Town Hall 14. So, what do you think about that?
I was mad about it just because Darian had said, we don't base updates around our pro players and their needs. It's kind of a they look at the whole picture, and yet now they're releasing it because they have to worry about the Worlds, because you don't want to add a new town hall in the middle of Worlds where you've got half of
they did it before, didn't they?
qualifying town hall 13. What?
Did they not do it before? Oh no, they released an update before, halfway through, but not a new town hall.
Yeah. Right. So they don't want to release a new town hall, which I can understand. So it's just, the fact that he said all of that stuff and now they're still doing it anyway, it makes me think less of him. Just like, there was ways that he could have, and I understand that he didn't want to release information then, that yes, it was probably coming, but there's certain things that you shouldn't say then, because to me, it looks like they are releasing it because they don't want to have a town hall update in the middle of a clash championship when $1 million is on the line, having half of the people qualifying as a town hall 13 and the other half as town hall 14s. Yes, they could update and get caught up, but it's a different game when you're playing two different town halls. So, but happy for you. I will be when, it gets closer, because I know that you've been stuck at max for the longest time and don't have lots to do. It's just, it's always unfortunate because we won't have the proper backup up at the top for our wars, and it'll be difficult to help, and so then all the pressure is going to be back on you. Right now, I can honestly say that I'm having a lot of fun because, you and I are discussing, which base do you want to hit, which base do you want to hit, because, we're both Town Hall 13s, and it's fun being on the same level, and it's like I said, it's just going to make wars difficult again, in that the pressure is going to be on you. I'm not going to be able to help, and so I'm going to feel, upset that I'm not being able to do more. And
but remember, it's not like we're already going to be facing max Town Hall 14.
No,
we don't know what stuff's going to come out yet.
I know, but it's just the fact that, it's just going to make things more difficult, and I thought we had more time. I mean, only 3 months, but still 3 months, and we don't, because it's coming.
Well, yeah, I mean, we don't know what's coming as part of Town Hall 14. I don't think the impact of the new Town Hall will affect our awards instantly, if anything, and there are not more heroes upgrades, hero levels, then I'm not going to be in war anyway, because I'll be upgrading them.
But that's more pressure on me, because then I'm in war by myself. I don't have proper backup.
Well, you would have had proper backup if somebody hadn't buggered off.
And I have seen a couple videos, just people kind of breaking down the video that they had.
So we haven't talked about that. So with the Hammerjam video, is that what you're referring to?
Oh yeah. With the color scheme and a possible troop that's coming out, and upgrade.
Yeah. So we didn't talk about that, so we probably should. But the little owl thing looks good.
I remember, I guess, a yellow theme, but it kind of is hinting towards a green theme.
So the green theme, which is why I asked, would there be a rogue scenery, because that would match that theme.
Yeah.
So if they are gonna have a rogue hero set, and then which leads you to then think, is there gonna be a rogue scenery? If there is gonna be a rogue scenery, then I would imagine that when Town Hall 14 is released, they'll release a pack for the rogue scenery at the same time. Which will meld in nicely with the green theme.
Yeah.
I think. That owl, robotic owl thing looks interesting. It sort of ties into the whole eagle artillery thing. you know, because there's an eagle and an owl, birds of prey kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it doesn't allude to what it does, if it's an offense or a defense.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm almost thinking it might be a new dark troop, but the fact that it's another air troop, I mean, the air meta right now is so strong anyway. Like,
could
does
it
it
be a
need to get any
defense?
stronger?
Though? Could it be a defense?
It could be a defense.
So,
I would like to see another defense.
Because the Eagle Artillery is a defense.
Right. I'm just thinking, though, like Town Hall 12, it was the new weaponized Town Hall. So there was no actual new defense. Town Hall 13, they added a new defense. So I'm thinking Town Hall 14 might just be a new weaponized Town Hall. And maybe that has something to do with the eagle or the owl.
Well, Town Hall 13 has the scatter shots.
Right. But that's why I'm saying I don't know if Town Hall 14 might get a new defense because Town Hall 12 didn't get a new defense.
Town Hall 12, their new defense was the fact that the Town Hall defended itself. That was the new defense.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, no, okay, that doesn't make sense. Maybe, yeah.
Right. But I would like to see what the owl does. I think it's interesting. I hope it would be a defense rather than an offense, particularly because offense right now is always quite strong, I think. So this whole having an extra defense in some way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is always a signature Town Hall defense, and I think if the owl plays a part in it, it could be quite interesting.
I would like to see another tornado trap. To be honest.
They're never gonna do that. I think people regret having it in the game in the first place. I would like to have another one, but I think if they did, there would be a massive uproar because I think everyone hates the tornado trap. They like have a love-hate.
I think it's a good trap. I love it.
So
I do.
You know, it's. I think it'd be good to have another one. But I think people hate it because there's not really, you know, it's, yeah, there's a reason why they only have one, and every other trap has at least a couple.
It's a trap where you can't really avoid,
Mm-hmm.
like you can't really like the seeking air mines and the air bombs, you can send a loot to try and trigger those. The air skellies, you can drop a poison on them. You can't really do anything for the tornado.
I think it's because the tornado affects air and ground. There's no one way or the other. Whereas all those things you said, it's only one type of troop.
That's true. Yeah.
So it always works basically.
I want another one.
So yeah, with Town Hall 14 coming out, I have a lot of thinking to do, you know, for my own sort of game, but also in other aspects which I'll touch upon in a minute. But in terms of my own game, I have to think, okay, well, am I going to go to Town Hall 13? Let's see what's coming out first, I think is the answer. But how am I going to manage my resources in that time for waiting until Hammerjam is done, sneak peeks are done, you know. Right now, all my collectors are full, my season banks, everything's come out, so everything's full. So I'm like right for, you know, picking, basically. And because I know that there's a Town Hall coming out, there's a part of me that goes, okay, I need to protect my loot. And
buy a shield for the week and don't attack.
But Hammerjam is longer than a week. You'd have to buy like 2 free shields, and I think there's a cooldown. So they thought about this very quick.
Well, no, you can buy the week shield, the day shield, and the 2-day shield. So you would have 10
and
days.
sneak peeks take how long? Hammerjam still lasts for 11 days still.
Hammerjam is 9 days.
Is it?
9 days and 15 hours.
Okay, and then sneak peeks is another free. There's not. I'm thinking they've sort of calculated this so that, you know, the whole point is get this loot in, get people building, and then.
Well, no, you can still do it because you can do the day the 2-day and then do those cool downs. Then you can buy the 7-day, and while that is your 7 days, your other 2 are coming off of cool down, and
But
you
they're
can do
my
them again.
gems. You're stealing my gems. And plus,
I'm just
I have
saying.
to do the event. And
I'm
that's
just
another
saying.
thing. I have to do well, I don't have to, but I haven't done the dragon event yet, so I'd still have to attack another
I'm
8
just
times
saying.
and use my resources.
Well, get the events done and then buy your shield. I'm just saying, you could do it where you still have all of that loot by the time Town Hall 14 comes.
You know what? And it's probably quite timely because I always had a cannon upgraded. You know how I said I was maxed? I did have one cannon left. I always, put a builder on to waste my gold, but also sometimes there's a season challenge that says upgrade how many buildings, right? So I always had my last cannon on build, and one day I must have just forgot that it was about to end, and I was like, oh no, it's done, I'm fully maxed, crap, right? And then like 2-3 days, Hammerjam came in, and I'm like, okay, well that's okay, I'll have other stuff to do, it's probably best, because, I will need all my builders then, but I was like, no, I was like, for how long, I can't even, you know how long I've been maxed. That's how long I've had that builder working on that cannon. He's like, let me finish. So I was very annoyed. I was like, crap, he's done. I'm actually fully maxed now. Bar a couple things, but yeah. So I am actually ready for Town Hall 14. I did wonder, should I just go up to Legends, but then to push up to Legends you need to use the resources, so I might end up having no resources by the time I'm up there. So
I'm telling you could just buy shields and...
Well, maybe we'll see. I mean, we don't know what's coming out yet.
The cooldown for 2-day. See, I would do the 2-day first, then I would get the 1-day, and then do the 1 week. By the time your 1 week shield is up, your 2-day will be...
So what, you're telling spend, about 500 gems?
It would be 250 and 750 gems.
My gosh, Jen.
Is that worth all your loot?
I don't know. I don't know what's out. I don't know what's coming out, and how eager am I to because it's like you said, when there is an update, and I'm assuming they're gonna update when
they're gonna have packs and stuff as well.
I mean, farming's not really an issue for me either, because I like to play the game. So when they do the update, that's when you'll see me back down in like Silver League or something like that, because I've just been farming resources. So there's questions, I guess, that I am thinking about. What should I do? Because I don't have a choice as to when I get that new Town Hall. Does that, I mean, obviously I do. I could just not upgrade and choose when I want to do it.
Oh, that's it too. You won't, unless you hammer or book your Town Hall, you will lose all that loot, because it's going to be an 18 or 20-day upgrade after it comes out. So it won't be this season's loot, it'll be next season's loot that you gotta save.
So there's a lot of things at play right now that I need to think about. I probably will buy the builder potion for $2.99. But I do with a lot of this. It's always obviously I don't have to upgrade my Town Hall, but with the whole being maxed out of the highest Town Hall, there is a whole new one comes out, you upgrade. Whereas yourself, you've chosen when you want to upgrade your Town Hall, so you can manage your resources and manage when events finish and whatnot. Whereas I'm feeling the peer pressure of the Town Hall's been released, I need to upgrade, and I don't have control of managing that resources and managing when to do it after clan games or after leagues or something.
I think they probably planned it, because
just
from the videos that I've watched, I think the release of like the sneak peeks should probably start this week coming up, and then I think the release was like the 10th or 11th, I think they said, like the Monday, Tuesday. And so then that would, like, if it was a 20-day upgrade, that would put it at the end of the month, which is the end of the season, which is the end of clan games, which is...
Yeah. So... Yeah, let's...
Next month you'll have to worry, no, not next month, but the end of the month is when you'll have to worry about, you know, collecting all your stuff and whatnot.
Wow. Let's just see, because I don't know yet, obviously. It's the elixir and the dark elixir that will be always the thing to sort of keep an eye on, and those are the things that you need to use to attack, to complete events. So yeah, and so that's in terms of my game. But Town Hall 14, the release of that also impacts our clan. Is something that you've mentioned before. You know, we don't have an all 13 clan, and we have a spread, because we like to, you know, have a variety of town halls in our clan, but because we are a war clan and we like to try and win our wars, the release of Town Hall 14 affects our clan in that spread's going to get bigger. And you've said in the past that you think that the bigger the spread, the harder it will be to have an even matchup, or it'll be more difficult for the matchmaking to find an even matchup, or because of the skew of the town halls.
Because it's going to read the lower town hall as a skew,
as roster engineering.
Yeah, that's the word.
So Town Hall 14, I think, will impact our clan, and I think we and the other leaders, I think we need to think about how does it impact our clan, what are we going to do with that. So there's going to be some interesting conversations to be had in the future for our clan. I think we just need to iron out what we want to do with it. So yeah, I'm always with these new town halls, I'm always half excited and half anxious, because obviously the new content is great and it reinvigorates people's interest in the game, but the whole unknown of how does it affect war, how does it affect clans in general, you know, and the whole suddenly you're, you know, getting steamrolled by something because something's not balanced yet, and then there's a whole period where wars are not fun because they haven't, you know, remember when the bats happened, you know, and those kind of wars weren't fun either. So, you know, it's quite an anxious time to lead a clan, and have wars when things are not settled, I think.
Absolutely.
So that's my update about my base.
Yeah, so Town Hall 14, lots of speculation definitely coming. Probably in the next week or so they'll start dropping.
When do you think it's going to come out?
I do think Monday, or not this Monday, but next Monday or Tuesday they'll start dropping.
They can't drop sneak peeks from Monday, because I reckon they would only have 3 days maximum of sneak peeks, because you know how.
Well, then they'll start next Friday. I think it'll drop on Monday, whatever that Monday is, the 11th. I'm not even sure what it is.
Let me open my calendar.
The 12th, probably.
So you think the 12th?
Yep.
Is that when the first Monday after Hammerjam ends?
Yeah.
Fine, I'll go the 13th. Or the 14th for Town Hall 14.
Yeah. They wouldn't release on a Wednesday. It would be Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. I'll go for the Tuesday then.
Okay. What do we got next? Because we're coming up probably on an hour, so we've got the 3 Supercell games that they are releasing. There is a Clash Quest, a Clash Mini, and a Clash Heroes. I watched the video, and to me, it just looks too much like a Clash Royale kind of thing where, like, I like Clash of Clans because it's more... I'm sure those games take skill as well, but I think that this is just more... I have more control over, this. And I don't know. The other ones, it's on this little cube board thing, and it's the type of games
which
that
one are you talking about? Which of the
All
three?
of them.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I think the first one, which is Clash Quest, excuse me, as I, stutter through that. Clash, I can't even say it now. It's gone. I'll never say it right now for the rest of this podcast. But the first game, don't laugh.
Clash Quest. I'll say it for you.
Okay, the first one.
Clash Quest.
Shush. I wasn't so much interested in that one. Why wasn't it? This is the one where it was a bit like a board card game thing where your army. You play your army, but you could play combos of army. So it's almost like I've never played it, but it's a bit like Candy Crush where you have to get combos and things, and then that makes bigger bonuses thing. I think it looks a little bit like that, but obviously not like Tetris where you're trying to... I've never played Candy Crush, but I know that they sort of match the little candy things. But the whole trying to find or get good combos so that you can beat the boss, that kind of game. From your troops that sort of stack or something. That's what it looked like, didn't it? Like, you'd have troops that keep coming until you ran out of the army, but you'd have to make them, arrive in a particular style to get that combination. Yeah. That one didn't really appeal to me, because it looked like a kind of Candy Crushy kind of way. I want to also say it's a bit like Tetris, but it's not, is it? With Tetris, do you have to wait and get the combos? You get bigger points, don't you, when you get more slotting together. Anyway, slight divergence there. So that's probably didn't pique my interest as much. I mean, obviously, I do. The one thing I will say about all three games is they looked like they're rendered really nice. Like the quality of the game is really good.
Yeah, no, absolutely that. Yeah.
The second game, I think, I'm intrigued about because the way that the developer said it's almost like a board game. And I like board games, right? So I'm intrigued about how that entails. It's interesting when you see on the little advert in the news thing, you can see that it's like they said, it's almost as if the people in the Clash Village were playing a game. This is what they would play with their miniature sort of things. But, there's people in that village that I've never seen before. So, I mean, it's like, I don't know if it comes from Clash Royale or Brawl Stars or whatever, but there's people in there that I don't recognise, characters in there that I don't recognise. But I like board games, so I'm intrigued to see what the concept is. The third one, I think, is more sort of like a arcadey kind of game for me. From what I can see, it's more like you go around and you shoot things, basically, on a quest, basically. I said it. And that's fine. No. But yeah, so it looks more like an arcade kind of, not like a beat 'em up, but almost the thing you're shooting things. What's it called? A shoot 'em up is what I think it looks like. What were your opinions?
I just, from the look of it, it doesn't have the clan perspective that I kind of like, where, as a clan, you're joining like the
Well, yeah,
reason, like,
it didn't say which games were single player, whether they were all single players or whether they were all multiplayer.
For me,
Some
they
of
all
them
look
are
like single player games, whereas I'm more the multiplayer game kind of person.
I think the Clash Hero one might be multiplayer. I think because there was.
I don't know, and just like when I think of like a quest game, I think of just something totally different than that. So it just, I don't know, it just, it wasn't.
Would you play any of the three? Which one?
I don't.
One out of all of them would you might have a look in?
I was, firstly, just by the names, Clash Minis, just because I thought, okay, maybe it's something to do like similar to Clash of Clans, but probably none.
But probably none.
Yeah.
I did think it was interesting how they had to explicitly state that this doesn't affect development of Clash of Clans or Clash Royale. Almost like they're preempting, they're diverting all these resources from the game.
I would be kind of maybe interested in playing either the Clash Mini or the Clash Heroes, just because those ones were developed in their new headquarters in Shanghai. So that was
That's totally Clash Heroes and Clash Minis.
Mini, yeah. They were developed in Shanghai. So maybe for that reason I would play or try out one. But yeah. I mean,
why for that reason?
It's still obviously Supercell, but just different ideas from a different part of the world kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, no, but they all
I mean, it's the same thing like with just attacks and metas. Attacks and metas are different all around the world. That's why I like watching the World Championships and having a diverse, group of countries in there, because the attack metas are all different.
Yeah. But they all look very well polished kind of games.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
For me,
I mean, I've never.
Sorry.
I was just going to say, I've never opened like Brawl Stars or Clash Royale or played any of those games because it just, first look, it didn't have the appeal that Clash of Clans did. So I've never, and I won't, because it's not the type of game like Clash of Clans is for me.
Yeah, the Clash no, not that one. The Clash, I can't even say it now. The last one, the Clash Heroes one, looks a little bit like Brawl Stars, where they're going around shooting people.
Okay.
That one. For me, I'm not someone that's gonna download it just because it's got Clash in the name. Right, I'm not that loyal to the brand, if that makes sense. I am intrigued by it, as in I might have a look at it, but I'm not going to say I'm going to download them all just because they're in the same realm of Clash of Clans, right? What I would want to know is, are they multiplayer, single player? Is what kind of game is it? So I'm not really going to judge, but I'll have a look, I guess. But they don't say when they're going to be released, so it could be like 3 months down the line.
It could be a while. And I mean, I think Supercell in general just, they make pretty decent games, and they said that they were developing other games as well in the near future, not, associated with Clash of Clans or these other ones. So I'm interested to see what else they come up with, because, I mean, they have Heyday, and they've got, the other ones that they've got as well. So I'm interested to see what they come up with.
I would like, because I noticed that...
I want to say I have played Heyday.
Have you?
And I'm like, no. I could get into this, and this could be like another life sentence. So I stopped playing that one.
I think I recognised that it would be like that, and I was like, no, let's not have that, because I think it's a bit like a Civilization kind of game where you...
I played too many of those games, and it's just like, at some point, it's just like, I've had enough, and I quit, and it's just like, I've gotten so far, and I'm like right at the top, and it's just like, I can't keep doing this, I need a life, and I probably probably done 2 or 3 games like that, and I'm like, I can't do another one.
So yeah, no, I recognized that, and I was like, don't even download it, don't do it. But what I did like, or what I hope is, because the games are rendered so well, and the Clash minis, those little figures look very cute. I hope they release them as merchandise, because I wouldn't mind having a little set of mini Clash figurines. Just just there, because they said it was a board game as well, and I'm like, those would make good little it did look good. So I hope it's successful for that one reason, that they might produce merchandise with the little mini figurines. But there was one thing now that got jumping about a bit in this one, but with Hammerjam, I forgot to mention that I did consider whether I should go up to 10 or 7 on my experiment.
Oh.
Because, in fact, I pressed the button and I was like, I'll talk to Jen about it, because it's half the resources, right, and half the time. Because that's what I thought it was, because it said Hammerjam.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, I need to take advantage of this, because I've only got 3 builders. So I need to take advantage of this, and I don't have gems to do the boostings and whatnot, so I need, it would be silly not to. But then you mentioned that time is not reduced. So I'm like, oh, well, that's not great anyway, because I only have 3 builders. So I'm in 2 minds, and I don't know, whether I will. I mean, I'm not reading it now, because I don't want to waste the time if I do decide to let it finish or not. I've not decided.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in 2 minds.
But I mean, you know how fast I went through Town Hall 7, and I only have 3 builders.
Yeah, I guess. But
it was super fast. I know it was super fast.
Yeah. I don't. It probably will be super fast as well. For me, but again, this experiment can't last forever. It has to come to a natural end. So I don't know how long. I mean, obviously, I have that many, and I will still play with it. But obviously, I just wanted to see how that progression goes. So I'm in 2 minds. Obviously, I stayed Town Hall 6 for particular reasons. But with the Hammerjam, I'm like, well, they made it out as a big thing. Does that, Hammerjam doesn't come out all the time, even though it's not really Hammerjam. Should I take advantage of it or not? I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's up to you. I think that you haven't completed your Town Hall 6 challenge yet. So
there are barriers to me completing that.
What is that? Giving you hogs? Because I give you hogs all the time.
Mm-hmm. For war.
Do you want max hogs? Because I can give you max hogs as well. You can try it with those.
Moving on.
Clash Quest, huh?
No.
Okay, we're gonna do my Can't Fix Stupid first, and then we're gonna do the Town Hall 13 challenge live in the episode for the first time, both of us.
Yes, and then not that we're competitive, but I know that someone is hoping to get better percentage than me.
Oh, I don't think I will. So anyway, my Can't Fix Stupid. Yesterday, I never have Can't Fix Stupids, and this one was just like, wow. I put in my request that I wanted a super giant, and then to fill the rest with air. So 10 spaces for the super giant, fill the rest 35 spaces with air. So this guy comes in, and he donates me 2 giants. And, I did our whole spiel, have you read the clan description, blah, 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 whatever. And he donates me 2 giants. And I'm like, wow, you can't read it all. And he's like, well, you said to donate. I said, yes, and I asked for a specific donation, air. And then I asked him to read the clan description again, and he's like, okay, I gotta donate more. So he gave me more giants! And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, okay, and at that point, he had broken, 3 rules. First, First, it was, I can't even remember what the first one was. The second one, I asked him to share a replay of his attack. And he's like, here's a 3-star replay. And I looked and I'm like, that's 1 star. Like, are you blind? And then, so I'm telling him this. I'm like, you broke this rule to start. I said, I asked for this and you gave me 1 star. And I said, and now you're breaking the rule again because... Or he had requested before donating the right amount of troops. And so he requested, which was the first thing he did, he showed a 1-star replay instead of a 3-star replay. And then he donated me more freaking giants when I asked for air. I'm like, you can't read.
Well, I wasn't there to witness it. I only, after I woke up, read the end of it. And I loved how you started getting back chat of, well... How can I give you air? You know, we want me to blow in your face or something. That was funny. You should have put air troops, Jen. You weren't specific enough.
Seriously. So yeah, he didn't know that my air request was air troops, and he gave me giants because he thought, I don't know, they were so big they could blow so much. I don't know what his thinking was. It was just stupid. So I kicked him.
I'll blow it in your face the next time you're doing an attack. Here, have some more troops.
Have some air. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like I said, the giants are so big, they're, full of lots of air. That was,
It's another tornado trap.
Oh, that was just so dumb. So dumb. Okay, so Town Hall 13 challenge. The last Town Hall 13 challenge, exclamation point. Earn 1 resource potion and a ton of loot by scoring 3 stars in 1 attack during this event.
And again, can I just say, button in here with the whole managing stuff. Whole ton of loot that I can't use, so it just disappears off into the ether. And I can't even save this challenge for when Town Hall 14 drops.
Boo-hoo.
Yeah. Woe is me, Jen. I'm just annoyed by that. I'm like, well, I want, it's just such a waste.
Yeah. My collectors, on the other hand, aside from my Dark Elixir, which is almost 500,000, my collectors and stuff are empty because I upgraded walls. So I am looking forward to opening this thing to see how much loot I'm going to be getting that I can put towards walls.
500,000 each.
Is that it?
Yeah. Not even a lot of Dark Elixir either. But I might need that 500,000 when the update drops.
No, you won't. Okay, so we've got 400 experience, 13 gems, and 1 resource potion. Are we ready to attack?
Are we doing it at the same time?
Okay. What?
Are we doing it at the same time?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Have you opened it yet?
I've seen it.
Okay. I've seen it in videos. I heard our Town Hall 11 talking about what was in the CC. I don't know if there's any truth to that.
Well,
should I tell you what he said? Just so you have the same intel?
Fine, fair enough.
He said possibly something about healers in the CC. So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know for sure, but that was just the take I got from whatever. Okay, so we ready to do this?
Okay, do you have signed on?
I'm in.
Are you looking at it?
No, I'm waiting to hit the attack button.
Okay, well you can hit the attack button because there's no time.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm hitting attack then. Oh, I'm looking at it. Oh, I'm like, okay. So 2 lightning, 5 rage, 5 freeze, 3 invisibility, 1 poison, 2 loons, 5 healers, 2 headhunters, and max heroes. Okay. Okay, so we're looking at this thing.
So we don't even have wall breakers?
Holy hell, look at all those infernos. Multi, single on the outsides.
So if there's healers in the CC, that's to heal the heroes, I'm assuming. There's 2 queens! There's multiple heroes!
Oh my god! 2 max royal... There's 2 of everything!
Okay. I guess...
There isn't 2 wardens.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Okay. Alright. So it's probably trapped to all hell, right?
Oh my goodness. I don't want to go down that tunnel of death, that's for sure, because that's exactly what it's going to
Well, that's why I say there's no wall breakers.
Well, how the hell do I get in here?
Okay, are you gonna go?
Oh, those singles are going to be on any kind of charge going into that tunnel.
Okay, you go when you're ready and let me know when you're done, okay?
Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, I will. Oh my goodness, those singles. I don't like singles. I've never liked singles. Oh goodness. Is there a hole in the base somewhere? Okay, I'm thinking the lightning's going to be for the CC. There's got to be something coming out of the CC that I'm going to have to zap. Okay, that Inferno is going to lock onto the Queen. Okay, so I'm going to start over here, I think. Yeah, let's start over here. Oh, yeah, look at all those beautiful skellies. Okay. We're going to do that. Ground skellies, ground skellies, ground skellies. Okay, and then we're going to do the king there. Holy mother trucker! Holy hell!
I don't know what's happening in your games, but it sounds a lot more involved. I'm just concentrating.
Holy mother trucker! My king! My king is a bloody stealer! Oh, this is just not working out good. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Oh my god, what's going on?
Oh, I know what's in the CC now.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, freeze them? I don't know. I don't know what's going on in there. I can't freaking see. There's too many bloody healers. I don't even know which ones are mine.
Oh dear.
Like mass healers in there. What the hell is this? Where's my king? What's he? I don't even know if I'm like raging my healers or his healers. Like seriously, I don't know what's going on. Okay, well I know that there's going to be a lot of stuff dead now because I don't have anything left. I lost my queen so early. Oh, I think you won this one because you're still going. I'm like toast.
Well, there's quite a lot of spells. I'm like, there is a lot of spells in this thing.
Okay, I don't even want to share how much I got.
Did we get extra spells?
There must have been. Well, yeah, because there was 5 rage, 2 lightning, 3 invisibility, and a poison. So that's what, 10, 13, 14, 16 spells. Upgrade! Town Hall 14 Spell Factory is going to be upgraded. You're going to get an extra spell.
Well, we don't know that. I'm not exactly going to be hitting bases with 2 queens.
There you go. There you go. I betcha.
Oh, come on, hurry up.
I betcha. Okay, I failed miserably. I don't want to talk about it.
I think I'm in a loop. Hang on.
Did I even get any loot?
Hang on. Oh, come on! I think I'm in a loop. I don't think my game will ever finish.
Why?
because so basically I'm now in a loop whereby my warden is constantly getting healed by the healers, right? But there's nothing hitting my warden because the king is just on the cusp of something's going on. Oh, he's dead! Oh, okay. But the king was being healed by the CC healers. So the warden wasn't hitting them enough to get rid of the...
Oh, man.
So yeah, it was just a constant... Yeah, okay, but he's dead now. So we're moving, we're going. Okay, we're still going. But I don't think this will finish. I've only got 2 spells left.
Well, I'm going to try again. because I need to try again.
Okay. I might still be here for a while. Just so you know.
That's why I'm trying again.
Oh, goodness. So, does the rage of the Super Valkyrie affect you?
Is there Super Valks? Where? Oh, right there.
Did you not even notice what came out the CC?
No. And my queen is dead again. Okay, I gotta try this again. Okay, because my queen keeps dying. I don't think that's the way to go.
Okay, so what did you get? How much did you get?
How much did you get?
Yeah, that's fine.
I got 44.
I got no stars? You got no stars?
I got 1 star.
Okay. So you got the town hall. I got 2 stars, 57.
Oh, yeah.
So, not bad. Okay, don't play again, because we'll be here all day.
Okay.
So what was your tactic? As in, what was your approach?
I had none. Because I was using my king to bust through the walls, but I put my queen down first to do a little charge, and then I used an invisibility spell. I threw in my champ as well to get that first single inferno.
Mm-hmm.
But I dropped the king too early, and the king stole my queen's healers, and then she walked over, and she died because I had nothing healing her back up, and there was skelly spells all along that one side. So that's when I dropped my skeleton spell, because I'm like, well, shit, I gotta get through all these damn skellies. So I didn't wait for the CC, whatever that came out. It wasn't until the second time I saw that it was those Valks.
The second time? So you already tried twice?
Well, no, and I lost my queen again because the Valks came and got her. So I was just like, and that's when I saw the Valks. So I got to come up with a better plan because that was just not it.
So I think you and I both knew that down those gaps was the Hall of Death.
Yeah.
So we don't want to go over there. And we didn't have any wall wreckers. So,
well, because I think both of those single infernos can reach if you go down that middle.
Yeah, but also we know never to go down the dark path. But because there was no wall breakers, I decided to go for a warden walk. Walk, because the warden can reach further.
Like Flash Quest.
So while he's zapping away, that's at that point.
That's actually too smart. See, I've never done a warden walk, so I wouldn't think to do one. Yeah, no, that's good.
Thank you. Don't sound so surprised. Okay, yeah, no, that was fun. I'm sure there's more surprises because,
there was 5 freezes in there, so that's 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 21 spells.
What did you use the lightning for?
I think I lightning the healers.
I think because I was at that point where the king was just not dying and neither was my warden. So I was like, okay, I need to move this along. Maybe I'll just zap the healers.
See, and I was thinking of having the lightning for the RC trick, but I think you need a quake for that as well. So I don't know. I didn't have a good plan. Let's just put it that way.
I think the lightning, depending on what you do, you'd either want to zap an inferno or the healers. The healers you can kill with the poison. But yeah. Okay, no, that was fun.
Okay, so
I'd just like to point out that I won.
That was fun.
I won. Let it be
Yeah,
known.
you did. You won that. You won that. Okay, so next episode, we will be just finishing up leagues, so we will see how our predictions go for there. We will see if there's been any sneak peeks for the update and whatnot, see if they have any more shop offers, events coming up. And we'll probably definitely have a Can't Fix Stupid, and like you said, we will have to discuss whether our small experiment is soon coming to an end, and see what we have for information on that. And so we will see everybody then. Goodbye.
Bye.